What's this part? No answers? Didn't I lecture you on this last week? That's the sclera. That's the cornea. This here is the stump of the optic nerve. Right? That's the optic nerve. It's been truncated. So I'm going to make a cut, a more coronal cut. So that we can see. There are other structures here. For example, for one thing, there's fat. There's a lot of fat. And then here, there are different muscles. This is a muscle. If I asked you to identify these, it would just be to call this an extrinsic muscle.
Extrinsic?
Yeah, extrinsic eye muscle. Because there's 6, but I wouldn't expect you to be able to identify them here. I will expect you to identify them on the model. So we
So
can
you're going to do both this and the model?
Uh-huh.
Is there eye model?
It's that side. Can you see?
That's weird. Oh, God, that's a small lens.
Where?
That's the lens.
No,
Oh,
right
you know,
there.
this is really... Okay, the contents inside are really... Yeah, this is not what I'm used to seeing at all.
Maybe you should open up another one.
Anyway, those contents, that's what we call the vitreous, but it's just all... And the retina is just coming off with the vitreous. Yeah. All that you see, the black layer here, that's the choroid. And this actually is the lens here. It's very small. And then see how there are should be tiny little fibers attached to it. Those are the suspensory ligaments, and they extend from the lens, you may remember, to the ciliary body. Okay, so again, here you're looking through the pupil. All right, that opening is the pupil. So that means that when I'm picking up, here's the iris. It's not very clear. Yeah, this is definitely a very different type of preparation from what I'm used to. This has got to be the vitreous, and the vitreous got all coagulated. This is not the way vitreous normally looks. I may cut up another one, but I suspect that they're all going to look the same. I would say that it probably has to do with the fixative,
The preservative.
the preservative. Yeah. So anyway, remember the black layer, and I think I forgot to mention that, but the choroid, remember, that's part of the vascular layer. So the retina just came out. I wasn't able to show you the retina. It was all stuck to the vitreous. But anyway, the choroid, it does tend to be dark because it has the pigment melanin in it to keep light from bouncing around inside of the eye, so that it absorbs light. Anyway, so that's about all I can show you here. Normally with other eyes that are bigger, I can show more. Let's see if I can. Something else that... Okay, yeah, I think I can. There's actually 2 circles here, kind of like 2 rings. This is one. It's not very clear. That's the iris, and then surrounding that is a dark ring, and it has kind of like striations. That's the ciliary body. And that's what the suspensory ligaments were attached to the ciliary body. Let me try another one, see if they're... my bet is that they're all going to look the same.
Like contact lenses.
Only 4 minutes.